Hello. Here's a pro tip for mothers in the summertime. They can wear PJs all day. And if they do that because it's been raining on and off and you've been working and trying to manage it all together, if they have their PJs on in the night still, guess what? They're already ready for bed. So you're welcome. You can hang on to that tip, put that one in your back pocket. And Christmas in July. So we wanted to show you our refrigerator, our holiday refrigerator. It is July. We got a holiday weekend. Hello, come on in. We're going to open up the fridge because, so number one, I can feed this whole family for about $70 a week. Now, if you've been on my Instagram stories, you've seen me talk about that. There's a couple places that I love getting produce from. One, and we are plant-based-ish. Listen, I don't have a problem eating meat. It's just I know how much it does on our gut, and I'm not going to get into all of that right now. So I do have meat in my refrigerator. I have purchased meat for the first time since since January, I think it was. And we do have a lot of fish. So I stocked up. My husband loves like opening up the refrigerator and having like a full fridge. So we're going to open it up. It's going to be full. We have a little surprise for him today. But just so you know, this is not my $70 budget. Like mom went totally over budget. Like this is probably $400, like almost $500 of groceries. So just so you know, this is not the budget video on groceries. This is the splurge. It's a holiday weekend. Let's have all the fun stuff. But when I do my little $70 week, it's mostly fresh produce. And I use a couple different grocery stores. One, I love Walmart. I don't go into Walmart. I try to avoid that. But they have a great app that you can use. And when you use that app, they can deliver it to your house for a small service fee, or you can just pick it up. So I don't live far from the Walmart, like 2 miles. Sometimes I just drive there just to get out of the house for a minute. It takes me about a few minutes, but they are the nicest customer service, like by far. I love them. And they will trade out any produce that I don't like. So if there's something that I got and they don't like it, are you going to open up the refrigerator with me? Okay, so there's that one. Another grocery store I want to give a huge shout out to for customer service and the culture that they've created. Listen, I love them because if you know me, you know, but Trader Joe's, y'all, Trader Joe's. Some women go to Target and some women go to Trader Joe's. That is me. I know they're on Instacart. I know you can get them delivered on different apps, but I'd rather go walk around all masked and gloved up in Trader Joe's right now because to me, that is like going to Target for some women. Target doesn't do it for me. But you know what it does? Trader Joe's. Food and wine do it for me. And I love Trader Joe's for that. Another grocery store that I love that has some good deals. I don't get a lot of stuff from them, but they have great deals when they have BOGO specials. That is Fresh Market. I love their tuna steaks. They've got a really good... They have a really good fish section, and they've got a lot of good vegan stuff and some other fun things that I'm going to share with you. And finally, the newest grocery store to my favorites is Wild Fork. I discovered them last fall. They do have plant-based stuff, which I'm going to show you, but I did get some delicious meat from them. Now, Wild Fork is a Florida business, so I am all about supporting local Florida businesses right now. Not because I don't love the other states, I do, but y'all should be supporting local as well as we do. And today is the 6-year anniversary of our little family moving to Florida. Now, here's the Floridian rule. If most people move to Florida, they think it's all great, and then they're like, oh man, and then they move back. They're called halfbacks. So if you move to Florida and you stay for a longer period of time, it is a 7-year rule, like the common law, then you become a Floridian. So I'm a homeowner here. We have our licenses here, all that. But we're not like real solid Floridians until we're here for 7 years, except I was able to get my VIP Floridian card by creating a human in this state. Conceived in the state, born in the state, raised in the state. So here's my flow grown. He makes us official. So technically we have one more year left on our trial of Florida, but because we made a flow grown baby, look at how cute he is too. Like the tan and the blonde. And he's like barefoot all the time. If you saw him as a baby, he just like had long hair and he's all crazy. So let's get to it. Let's get in our fridge. You want to open up our refrigerator? Okay. La, 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 la. And in America, this is a small refrigerator for us. And I can, whoa. Okay. So we're in here. It's like kind of set up because, you know, Daddy hasn't seen it yet, so we're waiting for Daddy to come. He loves a good full refrigerator. He just wants like stuff in it. And there's two things that I hate doing. I hate throwing away food and I hate wasting money. And so when you have a full refrigerator of stuff and it's not planned out, those two things constantly happen. You throw away spoiled food and you waste money, and I hate doing that. So we're gonna start with the drawer here because a lot of this is good stuff. Now, I do, like the kids do have dairy, but I don't. It doesn't agree with me. I don't like it. I have organic tofu. This is from Walmart. Then I'm going to show you some of my favorite Walmart things. A lot of the produce is Walmart produce, I've got cauliflower, red cabbage, tomatoes, garlic, apples, kale. And then this Walmart, y'all, this delicious Boston lettuce is from Walmart. Like the produce section is insane. And if you can show me if there's a local person that has a better local company, I will stop buying from Walmart and I will go to a local. But I have tried a couple of the local produce companies around here and not a fan. And I'm not going to say which ones because I don't want to do bad business. And if they're changing their game, tell me because I'm all about it. Tell me. But Boston lettuce, yes. Boston lettuce is great for wraps. It's great for anything, but it holds really well and it's just fresh and delicious. So Boston lettuce is great. What else did I get from Walmart here? If you've seen any of my Instagram stories, these are my pickled red onions. Great for your gut health. So the way that I do it was red onions, sliced up, Walmart. And then I put apple cider vinegar. So I just fill it up with apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of monk fruit. So you can use sugar. I use monk fruit, which is a natural fruit sweetener. It's like, just Google it, monk fruit. And it's awesome, right? So it's not sugar, but it acts like a sugar. It tastes like a sugar. And then 2 tablespoons of, I use Himalayan sea salt. And then apple cider vinegar for the rest of it. So any jar that I can grab, these will last, like they're better the second day, but it takes about 2 hours for them to really ferment together. But these are amazing. And then since I started learning to do this, I put anything in here. Like I'll put cucumbers, I'll put carrots. I think I did, I don't know, anything you want kind of fits in here that you want pickled, you know, like really quick. But because of those onions, like that's so good for your gut health and helps kind of settle your stuff, if you know what I mean, because our gut is connected to our brain. And so if you're eating healthy and you think you're eating healthy and you just can't lose the weight, a lot of it is, this is a whole nother video, but a lot of it is connected from your gut to your brain and cleaning out your gut and doing all that fun stuff. So your gut health. Okay, so on here, okay, let's get into, you want to talk about vegan cheese? Okay, because vegan cheese is really tough. It is really tough. It's hard to find a good one. But now there's so many different brands and I've been playing around with what I really like. Trader Joe's has this vegan mozzarella that melts very well. This is another brand that I get from, I think Walmart has them, but also Fresh Market has this vegan cheese, melts very well. I'm a fan. And then I have this other Trader Joe's vegan slices, amazing. Highly recommend. They don't always have them though. That's the thing with Trader Joe's. Like sometimes you find your favorite thing and then they're like, but if you tell them this is my favorite thing, they'll get it for you. This is a vegan cream cheese. Screenshot this brand. This is a delicious vegan cream cheese. This is a lox. So if you're into lox, my husband loves the lox. I also love the lox, the smoked salmon. So I have a baby shower that I'm going to on Sunday and I'm going to take like cucumber slices and then put a little bit of this on here and a little bit of that and then so it makes like a everything bagel lox with some capers, but again, vegan-ish because I'm putting fish on it. Okay, I'm plant-based-ish. Okay, let's put it that way. plant-based-ish. And it's like good, so then you're getting more vegetables. The kids, like, I do have things like this in here, ricotta cheese, because the kids like when I make casseroles. I don't eat the casseroles, like the pasta and all that stuff. I mean, I would, but like, I'd rather have a glass of wine, you guys. Like, some people eat a lot, I eat a lot, and I also like to drink a lot, but I would rather have a delicious glass of wine than spoil it on food. But hey, you do you, boo, you know you. Here's another favorite from Trader Joe's. These lentils are insanely awesome. They're already cooked, so I make lentil salads and I use my miso dressing on there, which is incredible. It's gonna be in my ebook that's coming out next week, I think. It's like we're doing finishing touches on it. But this lentil salad, I just do any kind of chopped veggies, so it's mostly veggies and then lentils, which is counted as a plant-based protein carb. So when you have plant-based proteins, you're consuming a lot of carbs, which carbs are not bad, you guys. They're not bad with the macros and micros. So that's a whole nother video. So if you like this, I'll do more. The sriracha tofu, huge fan. Already ate half of one for lunch today. I had 2 of these. And then tempeh. This is delicious. So this is another plant-based source of protein. I like the Trader Joe's ones the best. I slice it up, I bake it up. You can marinate it, you can bake it, you can boil it, you can fry it, you can do all your fun stuff in here. But I love this. All right, here's, and then finally for the plant-based meats, I have a couple different things. Guys, I spent so much money today, it's stupid. But I have hot dogs for the kids, and here's another thing that I want to show you is a lot of what we're learning about food and the way things are placed to us is marketing. Because Americans are on the SAD diet. It's called the Standard American Diet. It is what is marketed to us from the food industry. And you know what? This country is freaking amazing because we are able to feed this many people. However, the other problem that we have in our country is obesity. That's interesting. Like so I'm not going to get into all that, but I'm going to talk a little bit about marketing on food. So these had the same labels on here. A lot of this is marketing. There was another brand that had a better label looking, and it was $1 more. So I decided to go with these. There's no nitrates, no hormones, but it's 4th of July. The kids probably want some hot dogs. Like, we don't do hot dogs often, but it's a holiday. I did get myself some tofurkey. These were good. I got these from Trader Joe's as well. I'm kind of playing around with the vegan plant-based meats. It's not 100% new to me, but it's I'm learning. So as I learn, I'll share with you. Soy chorizo. I've had this for like 100 years. This is one of my staples at Trader Joe's. Freaking love this stuff. It is delish. Okay, moving on. You want to talk about booze? Let's talk about booze for a minute. Okay, but before, these are new Trader Joe's protein, meatless, so plant-based protein. This is a burger, and then this is the veggie burger one. Burger one, insanely good, awesome, loved it. Made the best burger the other day for Father's Day. Then made another turkey burger the next day, and I think I kind of like burnt it a little bit. So it was good. Like, we liked it, but I was like, I gotta try it again. I gotta make sure I don't mess up. So that one is solid. We're also normal humans, and I totally got the kids Spatch, which is like a chicken place here, and there's leftover mac and cheese. I don't want to eat the mac and cheese, but they do. So that's it, Okay, let's talk about booze. I got some booze in here. I found out about hard kombucha recently. So it's the same alcohol level as a beer. This one, again, Trader Joe's has a great alcohol section. And their hard kombucha, gluten-free. It tells you all the info on here. Delicious, but it's 6.5 alcohol volume, which is a little bit more than a beer, right? Cool, but more alcohol, more calories, more stuff. So I found these first, which this is another brand of hard kombucha, and oh my gosh, I love this one so much more. So it tells you like 2 grams of sugar, and this is 4.5. So this is 2 points less, 2 percentages less than that one. So like, you know what I mean? Like you decide. Like this one's like probably like a light beer, and that's kind of more on the heavier IPA side. Like you decide. I also have some wine, nothing to brag about, but my friend told me about this rosé at Trader Joe's. We're a huge fan. My husband doesn't really like rosé, and I'm like, oh, I could rosé it all day, girlfriend. So, but this is a really good Trader Joe's. Now, I can get into wine and talk about dry farm wines, but that will be a whole nother video. So let's move on. I've got some other fun things in here. I put this in here so I remember to talk to you about it. This is jackfruit. Again, less than $2 at Trader Joe's. I think like $1 or something. I don't know. But anyways, jackfruit is great because you can put it in a crock pot with a bunch of like a good not sugar-based barbecue sauce, or however you want to do it, and it would make like a pulled pork barbecue delicious. But like a great way to get in to have delicious foods plant-based. So the more plants we eat, the better our digestive system, and that's just a fact, you know. And yes, you're gonna get your protein, because all of this protein talk out here, like, it's not that we have a protein deficit, we have a nutrient deficit. And that's why I use a lot of supplements. So this is Shakeology. If you've seen it, I've been drinking this stuff for over a decade, whenever it came out. I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that. I use the vegan one, not because I was a vegan before, but because I like the way the protein is, because I don't like the way that milk products do in my body. So whey doesn't really work with me as much. I'll use it, I'll do it, but like, I'd rather not. It's just the bloatiness, you know, it's like the inflammation. So I use the vegan blend. Tip, if you're gonna spend money on your health and your stuff, stop treating it like garbage. This stuff is equivalent to a bunch of eggs or fresh fruits or something. It needs to be kept cold, and not cold, but just fresh. You need to seal it up. And if you're gonna get a big bag, I tell all of my clients this, if you're gonna get a big bag, seal this puppy up and use it within 40 days. 40 days, you guys, because this stuff will spoil. I send my dad stuff all the time, and he's not watching because he's not on Instagram, but I went to his house last summer and I was like, I'm never sending my dad anything else. There was over like 1,000, like $1,500 worth of supplements that I've sent him, Shakeology and bars and stuff, just sitting in his cabinet. Most of it was expired because I don't send him all that at once. I just send like every 6 months, I might send him stuff. So I'm like, you know, and I love my dad, but don't do this. Don't do this. Like, if you're gonna, like, look at your protein. If you've had it for like a couple months, it's time to get a new one, sister. It's time to get a new one. This is the stuff that goes into your gut. It goes into your body. You need to have good supplements. They don't just last on the shelf for 100 years like SpaghettiOs do. You know, that's not the kind of food that you want to put in your body. Fresh supplements. There's a date on this, so this is good until May 2021, but I've opened it. So I want to make sure that I use it in the first 40 days to be, that's my personal experience, that's my personal opinion, and I've talked to the creator about this, and he's like, yes, once you open it, you're like opening up the freshness, so you want to use it. I got some almond milk back there. This is some delicious kraut that I found. Now, kraut, again, just like the red onions, it's really good for our gut health and all of that good stuff. You want to know why this is in here? This is full fat coconut milk, and I have a freezer full of fresh mangoes from the neighborhood that I've sliced up myself and put into bags. So I'm gonna make some amazing fat, delicious sorbet this week. It's gonna be like an ice cream, so that's gonna happen this weekend. But you want to use full fat cream of coconut. This stuff is, we want to be, yes, fat is good for us. We want to be eating our fat, not drinking it. So when you have your fat, you want to make sure that you're not cooking with too much oil, which brings me to this. So I cook with a lot of oil, and I just didn't realize that until I started like just measuring things out and tracking it. I love cooking. I love like throwing stir fries together. So instead of using a ton of oil, because that's what I just normally do. Like olive oil, it's healthy, right? Yeah, it's healthy, but I'm having that much, and how many calories of that? And that's just, but it's not even that much. I'm using way more than that just to stir fry my veggies. So I started adding miso broth in with when I'm like stir frying veggies, because you don't want things to stick to the bottom of the pan. You need a little bit of liquid, a little bit of oil, something in there, but not too much. So I started using miso broth for that. Ooh, let me show you these too. Okay, so full fat cream of coconut, a serving size, so 1/8 of a cup, which there's 13 servings in here, is 80 calories. So it's like, oh, no big deal, 80 calories. That is like this much. So this is gonna be a full fat ice cream, but it's gonna be, again, plant-based and good for your digestive system, good for your gut health. Moving on, Mayor, moving on. Pro tip, if you're gonna keep nut butters in your fridge, which you can, I do, store them upside down. And the reason being, all of the oils from the nut butters, like, don't use Skippy, like none of that, they just, you know why. Like, if you don't know why, message me, I'll tell you why. But all of the nut butters from this, all the oils will come to kind of, so it doesn't all congeal on the top, and it will mix properly through. Okay, a little comparison. I started doing lemon ginger. I always have lemon water. I've been doing that for years. But I started doing lemon ginger shots with cayenne pepper. And I want to just give you a little comparison. This is homemade. It's intense. If you saw my Instagram stories the other day, my husband did a little shot and he was like, oh, okay, girl, I went to not one, but 3 colleges. I know how to take a shot and get to know me. So, I mean, I can just do it, you know, like I'm not going to cry about it. I can just do it. So this is fresh. This is real. This one is from Trader Joe's. Again, it's awesome. Same ingredients, apple cider vinegar, sugar, all this cold press. So look at the marketing. Again, look at the marketing. Like, oh my gosh, this is so healthy. It supports my immune system. I need all those things because I'm not going to make my own. I have no sweetener in this. And this one, there's 50 calories. Do you know why? Because there's maple syrup in there. Is maple syrup bad? No, absolutely not. It's not bad. But do you need 50 calories to get some healthy goodness in your body? Probably not. Again, try to eat your food and your calories and your fat versus drinking them, because there's no, like, this is pure lemon juice, cayenne pepper, fresh ginger. So it's intense, you know, but like, this is like the marketing beauty one of it, you know? So maybe start here, I guess, but like, if you're gonna do it, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it the right way. Next up, I don't wanna close this the wrong way. Okay, let's get into the fridge. Whew, my nose is dripping, but like, you know, I can hang, like I can handle it, y'all. I can handle it. Get to know me. All right, the next one, and we'll talk condiments another day because I feel like this is getting a little intense, right? Broccoli, kale. So my husband's into like these making pizzas. He used to work at Papa John's, so he's amazing at making pizzas, but I'm just not gonna eat pizza. Like, I'm 36, you guys. I can't handle eating like shit all the time, and then you're recovering during the week, you know? Like, I just can't. Like, it's one thing to have a treat, you know, like for a special occasion, like this week it's special occasion, holiday, but in America, like, we're celebrating way too freaking hard and eating way too much and drinking way too much, and that's our culture. You go to Europe, they're not doing that. They're having a good time, but they're enjoying things, and I feel like we're shoving it down our throats, and that's just how I felt. Like, I had to change a lot of my little habits that I was creating. Okay, so this, if you look at, when you get these, this one's okay. It has some corn in it, which is fine, like corn flour, potato starch, cornstarch, fine, not a big deal. Some people don't do well with those ingredients. So just know, just because something works for somebody else doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. It's all based upon like how your body responds to food. So journal, like I'm always saying, like journal. Like some people, you know, do really well on tomatoes, and then some people are like, nope, I'm sensitive to those kinds of foods. You know, some people do really well with like steak diet and some people don't. But at the end of the day, all of us need more fruits and vegetables in our day-to-day lifestyle. I'm gonna call it a lifestyle because if I say diet, you're all gonna go like, what diet are you doing? Dude, this is a lifestyle. And that's when you get the 5-day results ebook that we're redoing and revamping. You'll see it's the lifestyle. There's drinks in there, there's fun stuff in there, but it's a lifestyle. Okay, so And here you'll see all the ingredients. We've had it before, but it's been a minute. So let me get into the good stuff. I got a ton of plant-based and fresh fish from Wild Fork. Now, I am new to the plant-based meat industry. So Ozo is a new brand. We're gonna use this and make some tacos or something, because I also got my favorite, if you know me, Siete. This is a hard brand to find, so order directly from their website, but if a grocery store carries this, tell them to carry more. Publix is carrying them, Fresh Market's carrying them, Whole Foods. There's the vegan place down in Fort Lauderdale. There's a vegan grocery store. They're closed right now, revamping, as a lot of people are. But they carry this brand, but it always sells out. So you can go directly to their website. They have the best customer service. They are absolutely incredible. I also got into the Beyond sausages, trying those out for testing those out. And then I did get some meats. So I got all this really delicious cod and the tuna steaks from Fresh Market. Y'all, my girl Sharon told me all about these tuna steaks. And when they do the BOGO, I go, whatever the rhymes with that. But these are delicious and they're on sale right now. They're normally like $8 a tuna steak, and I'm like, how many you got back there? So right now they're like on sale for like $4 each. So I stock up on these. This is something that we always have. Dude, I have so many Magos in bags. Like, you're gonna be so jealous. So first up, I got these steaks. Never ever given antibodies or hormones. So that's kind of like, you want to look at the labels and grass-fed, and then you want to educate yourself. Don't just take what I say or what you listen to in a book or what Oprah said or whatever, whoever your guru person is. You need to educate yourself, and that means by listening to if you hear something over and over and over again, and you're looking at scientific facts and you're looking at all this, then yeah, you make that decision based upon that. And you always document. Like, if you want to go through that's my nutrition cleanse, you guys, my nutrition reset. It is not about being vegan. It is not about being vegan. It is about resetting your body so that your body can absorb nutrients from food. Now, we've had a little bit of meat during this, but since then, but really not much. And I really like this lifestyle because it's not putting a lot of extra. Now, the reason why I got this is because my husband's starting to lift a lot heavier right now. And we're doing this whole muscle build and we're bulking up. So I'm like, all right, let's get some steaks. We'll have a little treat. We'll see how it goes. So I'm not opposed to animal protein. I'm not. I just know what agrees with my body, my digestive system. And that's why I think that you need to do the research for yourself. And if it means doing a nutrition reset, which I always recommend it's 21 days. But listen, you got to you got to end the last 2 weeks. So it's really 5 weeks. And then you got to ease back into things. The point is not to go back into old shitty habits. The point is to get better and to grow. So with these all came from Wild Fork. The cool thing about Wild Fork is they will deliver directly to your house. You order on the app and they deliver right to you. They're amazing. And then they also have, I also got some burgers from them too, Beyond Meat, just to test everything out because, dude, Wild Fork, if they deliver in my house, sold. You're in. I love you, So we're eating these tonight. This is the Atlantic cod that I've been defrosting. And so I'm just going to do a little bit of lemon, drizzle a teeny bit of olive oil or coconut oil on the bottom, just so they don't stick, because these don't need oil. And then I'll put some capers on them, pop them in the oven, put a bunch of roasted veggies, and that's done. We're done. It's simple, it's easy, it's done. We do have carbs. Don't think I gotta get rid of the carbs. No, you gotta get rid of the sad diet. Is your diet sad? Standard American diet. That's what you gotta get rid of. Stop eating the shit that that is marketed to you as this is healthy, this is this. So as I'm learning more about this plant-based journey. I am supporting any plant-based vegan restaurants and any like healthy stuff. So tell me what's local here, because I just found a brand new one that I'm going to tomorrow. She is a new business that has started up in COVID doing this. So I will support the heck out of them. I want to learn, I want to grow, and I'm so glad you guys are here. And Chloe's on, yay! Okay, so Chloe's on the Instagram stories. I gotta watch those. We got stuff going on. Thank you guys. If this was helpful for you, I'm gonna try to save this in the IGTV. But if this is helpful, I can do something like more like this space. I know I've been doing workouts live, which like that's cool. I love teaching. Don't get me wrong. But I'm also old. Like I can't just like teach all day anymore. I mean, I could, but y'all don't want that. Just trust me. You don't want that. You want the knowledge. You want the energy. You want the things. You want the. We need to do a mobility talk, right? All right. I love you all. Have an amazing night. An amazing weekend. Happy 4th of July. And my online fit club is open, y'all. We are ready. We are rocking. We just had an announcement of our new winners for the month. And it's never about weight loss. It's more about mindset. So those people that are engaged the most, meaning like they're doing their workouts, they're doing the things that they're going to do, those are the ones that we reward. We never reward on weight loss. Like I don't agree with weight loss challenges, because that's not how you lose weight, because that's how you gain it all right back. That's what they do on The Biggest Loser. They push them and push them and push them and make them suck out all the water in their bodies, and then they weigh them and it's like, you've lost the most weight. And it's motivational to us, but that's not how it works. Like the second you get off of that, you gain it all back. So I don't want you to like lose. I want you to lose weight, and I want you to feel good, and I want you to feel amazing, but I want you to get the habits down. So we reward you in my online fit club. I reward you for your habits. The results will come, but the habits are going to get rewarded, because the results will come with more habits. So I love you, and I'll see you soon.